Hello, so right off the bat, yes, I am going to be dyeing my hair. That title is correct. That's not clickbait, that's not sensationalism or anything at all. Maybe it's a little bit of me just being a little bit stir crazy in my apartment, which I've been in for over a month now, but the idea to dye my hair was born out of Brennan doing it. Brennan actually just got finished dyeing her hair blue. So I went back to the store, we went there earlier to get some necessities, and her doing that just really, it made me think about it because my entire life I've been kind of a square, to be totally honest. Tattoos, piercings, facial hair, anything that was just very predominant in terms of a different kind of a personality was always intimidating to me, and I never really pursued that kind of a look. I've always had a natural hair color. Really the only unique thing about me is that I've always had long, poofy hair, which has always just kind of been my thing. But now, since we've been in this social distancing, social isolation, quarantine experience, Brennan decided to dye her hair, and I'm going to be showing you her hair probably tomorrow once it's all done, kind of like I'm anticipating mine to be done. So I'm going to show you the box here in just a second of what I ended up getting. This is going to be very, very weird. I'm not a guy that dyes my hair or aspires to have different colored hair. It was just a very, very spontaneous decision to have. Brennan did it, and I was like, if I'm ever going to do this in my life, right now is the time to do it, because I've always been a part of an organization, or I've worked at a job which it probably wasn't pertinent to have a different colored hair. And I'll show you what color I'm going with in just a second, but this is my my prelude to this video, just kind of talking through it a little bit, trying to justify it. There's really no justification. I just want to dye my hair because when am I ever going to do this again? All right, well, I have moved it into the bathroom. That's exciting, right? So here it is. This is what I'm going to be dyeing my hair today. It is Intense Deep Auburn. I don't really know how that's going to turn out.
I feel like you're about to do a tutorial.
What's that?
I feel like you're about to do like a beauty tutorial.
I am. This is the new direction that my channel is going, is beauty tutorials. So, Brennan, you just dyed your hair. You dyed your hair blue. It looks great. Right now you just finished showering and doing all of that, so you're probably gonna get like the full realization of it probably tomorrow. Once it like really settles and dries.
And my hair is naturally dark, and so I knew going into it I wasn't expecting it to be like super vibrant blue. I honestly expected it to be kind of black, and then where my hair was light, that would be like maybe like a dark blue, and that's kind of what it did. So don't expect anything like crazy. It's not crazy at all.
I don't know. It's like got a tint of blue. I don't even know how this is gonna turn out. So there's a lot of stuff here. I'm already overwhelmed.
I will help you.
Incredibly intimidated. So you don't just like
no,
and then just get red hair?
No. So you gotta add that stuff to it. A lot of it's like a toner and a conditioner, and that's what's gonna help the color stick to your hair.
Really?
Yep.
You mix it in here?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So you take the main top off. Just be careful. There you go. And then that's where you're gonna add, make sure it's the correct stuff, because one of those things should be a conditioner. And the conditioner is very important to wash your hair with after the fact.
Conditioning shampoo. Is that what that is?
So that should be the shampoo.
And then the Power Shimmer Conditioner.
There you go. Read the instructions.
This is what you wash your hair with afterwards? Okay.
Read the instructions, because it'll tell you like what to add, or maybe like how much. It's pretty much like whatever's left, you add all of it.
Okay. Interesting. I wonder if there are little gloves here. All right. So that is in Spanish. That is in English. Okay, so I am putting on my gloves now, which will hopefully prevent the unnecessary dyeing of my hands, which is probably going to be inevitable at some point.
It's so weird, but so cool to watch Roy go through all of this.
Isn't it weird?
Yeah.
I feel, I mean, it's a woman on the box.
You're gonna look that pretty.
I hope so. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to be combining everything here into the Shimmering Conditioning Developer Cream. I'm going to start off with the Shimmer and Conditioning Color Gel. And it says just to add the entire contents of this to here.
This one is gonna do a lot better at trying to protect your hair from the dye than like the crap that I used on mine. I don't normally use that one.
Did we use a different brand?
Oh yeah.
What did you use?
Splat or whatever. It was one of like the really
Splat.
It was one of the really intense crazy hair color ones, but like the really cheap one that you can buy in at the store.
Mm-hmm.
We're going for box dye here, people.
And I'm using L'Oreal. So next up is, oh, it's hard to grab things in this. What is this?
Please don't accidentally knock that over.
This is the Aromatic Shimmer Serum. And I pour the contents of this into here. Is it just weird hearing you say all this?
Yes.
Here we go. Got some handy dandy scissors. Now I'm adding this in there as well. Very slowly, it looks like. Did you have to do all of this too?
No, that's what I was saying. Like I had the super cheap one. I'm used to doing this, like these steps right here, but the one that I bought was like just a pre-made bottle, and I was like, oh no, that's how I know it's bad.
I was telling them that the reason that I'm doing this is because you inspired me to. So next up is so this one is in all caps and all bold. It says carefully open the color booster tube and add all of the contents into the bottle.
Okay, so this is probably the most concentrated dye.
Okay.
Oh, you're taking that carefully very seriously, aren't you?
I'm trying to.
Oh my gosh!
There it is. There's my hair color. I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh man.
It's so red.
Anyway, I was telling them that you inspired
like...
me to do this because we went to Publix to get some groceries.
Yeah.
And you got yours, and it inspired me to do it. And then we also forgot a couple things, so I was like, well, might as well just grab some hair dye while I'm making just one more trip today to get all of our necessities. So now I'm going to place the cap back on the Shimmering Conditioning Developer Cream bottle. I'm going to tighten that as much as I can.
Yeah.
Now place your gloved finger over the tip, one away from you, and shake. Oh no, my mom is gonna be so mad. Which is silly because I'm a 28-year-old man, but still at the same time, your mother's opinion of you means so much. Doesn't it? Okay, so I think I've shaken this up enough. I'm gonna go and break the tip off of there. Whoa, I am really nervous.
I'm kind of nervous too, but in like more of an excited way.
Okay, so you told me this when you weren't filming, but you can go and repeat it. So I'm gonna like start like near my like hairline part and follow my roots as I like move my hair over and then dye that part working from the root to the tip of the hair.
Yep, so you basically just want to make sure that you cover the whole like outline of your hair, because that's going to be the hardest thing to reach if you like put it all over your head. I don't know, I'm not used to doing it on a boy's head. I'm used to doing it on my head, or I've helped my mom do it. But basically you just want full coverage.
Do you like lean into it?
If you want to, whatever tactic works best for you.
Okay. Oh no, that's
careful.
really red. So now I just like I work it in.
And this is where it gets messy, so just be wary of like your gloves at this point.
Looks like I have a head wound.
It does.
But am I like grabbing my hair and just kind of like pulling it to cover the hair?
No, you just want to kind of make sure it's spread out.
Oh no. Okay.
Just be careful.
Try. Don't go in my ear, please. Am I doing this really bad?
I mean, you're dyeing your hair for the first time. It's gonna go the way it's gonna go.
Yeah. I just don't know if I'm dyeing my scalp or if I'm dyeing my hair.
Oh, you're definitely gonna dye your scalp.
Okay.
My scalp is blue.
Will that go away?
Oh yeah, it'll wash out after a couple days.
Am I rubbing it like a conditioner? That's the part I'm like super confused about. Oh.
I don't know.
exciting?
I'm very excited. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know I'm supposed to add commentary and probably get a couple different angles so that this video isn't like boring and stagnant, but I'm just so like into watching you do this.
You have to like, if I'm doing something really, really bad, you have to let me know.
Of
'Cause
course.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
No, of course. How do you feel right now?
Very, very lost and confused. Just looking at this massive head wound that I have, feeling like a scare actor at Halloween Horror Nights. So, how long does it take for hair dye to go away? Does it have to? Oh
Roy just had a massive nosebleed.
no, I didn't.
Just kidding. He dripped the hair dye. So what were you saying? You were asking like how long hair dye usually lasts?
Well, yeah. Like, does it just slowly wash out, or does it grow out? Like,
It doesn't slowly wash out. It will fade over time. So this will fade to a much lighter red, possibly orange.
Orange. Not orange.
You look like Farley.
I don't want to look like Harley.
But usually you kind of just like, what I do is I always will dye my hair darker than it is because it'll lighten to my natural hair color, and then I can just kind of let my hair grow out with the hair dye. For you can just probably grow it out and get like an extreme haircut.
Extreme haircut.
Yeah. Extreme!
I can't tell if I'm using too much of this or not enough.
Just make sure you're lifting up like your bangs and getting your hairline. Like the hairline is the important part because that's what you're gonna see the most when you like move your hair or if like the wind blows.
Oh yeah. A lot of wind blowing in our apartment these days, so.
You know what? Those times that we go rollerblading and you're rolling really fast and somebody sees your brown hairline where you missed a spot, don't come crying to me.
So you haven't like corrected me or said good job or anything, so I still am just kind of just doing this blindly. So is it still going okay?
Yeah, I think it's still going. I think yours is going a lot smoother than mine did because you don't have like that much to work with. The only thing I'm really nervous about you doing at this point is getting the back of your hair.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Like, I don't know if you should just like move your head down and I'll pour it on the back of your head and you can just like work it in.
I guess so. How did you do it?
I didn't do it very well. I was alone.
Well, I wanted to help, but I've never done anything like it before. So
yeah, I wanted you to help
worse.
too, but I didn't know if you knew what you were doing.
I'm like doing cleanup work on the sides here. Guess I'm just trying to put off doing the back of my hair as much as possible.
Well, the fun part is when you finish doing like the base of your hair and then you have all that dye left and you can just squirt it everywhere.
All right, I'm gonna start going for the back.
Okay, I'm scared. There's an intimate look at Roy's scalp.
Hello. This is that prime quarantine content, right?
Haven't seen anybody else dye their hair like this for a vlog.
It's not all for a vlog. Again, it's just like, when am I ever gonna get to do this again? I never will.
No, I know.
Right?
That's why I dyed my hair blue.
Because I'm sure there's so many people watching this and cringing so bad. Just being like, oh my god, I cannot believe he's doing it this way. He's just grabbing his hair and pulling it and smearing it into his scalp.
You know what? I've never seen a boy box dye his hair. I've never seen a boy dye his hair. So, you know
Is
what?
that a compliment?
I can't tell you if what you're doing is a good technique or not. You're getting coverage, that's all I can verify.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is I'm pretty much treating it like it's a conditioner.
I think your hair is good.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's ready.
I'm just talking for minutes and just for like 10 minutes and massaging my scalp. So that is what this video has become.
I put your hair dye on the clock at 45.
Okay.
So.
Does that count as the leaving it in before you wash it out time?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just because like I think you were done a while ago, but you've just kind of been like making sure that it had even coverage. I want the dye that has been sitting on there to not be in there too long.
Why do you not want dye to be in there for too long?
It could damage your hair and like burn it. Like one time I accidentally left hair dye in too long and my hair fell out.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
That's terrifying. You should have told me that before we did this.
This is all chemicals, bro.
Alright, I'm trying to get like those final like tips and stuff, and I guess in 15 more minutes I'll hop in the shower and
recreate the scene from Carrie when all that stuff washes out.
I guess so. Alright, so the hair has been dyed auburn. You can't really tell on the camera right now, but I have about 5 or 10 minutes to go until I go wash up the dye in the shower, and then I will see tomorrow with kind of the end product of all of this, as well as what Brennan's hair looks like. And I think it turned out pretty good. She did dye it blue, like I was saying a little bit earlier. She thinks it turned out a little bit darker, or not as blue as maybe she wanted it to be, but once it all dries and we get outside and in the sun, we will see what we look like. So I will see you tomorrow. Hi again, so it's the next day, and here's my hair. It is nice and auburn. Your hair is blue-ish.
Yeah.
I think mine was a little bit more successful than yours ended up being, but I think it's because I have a little bit less hair.
Well, we have dark brunette hair and we tried to dye it with box dye. Like this kind of went exactly the way I thought it was going to. So I'm not like disappointed.
I'm actually very pleasantly surprised, and we're standing kind of right in front of the sun so you can get that nice backlighting on the hair, because it's not that noticeable, I don't think, comparatively to what my hair used to look like. It's definitely noticeable right now with the sun, but it's just slightly more auburn than my hair used to be, which is actually what I probably would have wanted. I wouldn't have wanted completely bright red hair, and I don't think you would have wanted bright blue hair. Really? Oh.
Why not? I'm not going anywhere.
Well, I'm happy with how this turned out. This was a fun experiment. I've never been able to dye my hair, and I probably never will again, but I have red hair now. Check me out. But thank you for hanging out with me in my bathroom for probably too long yesterday. I think this was a lot of fun to get to do. I'll see you soon. Have a good day, and goodbye.
Bye.